In 2017, Beyoncé used the Grammy stage to channel the Yoruba water goddess, Oshun, appearing in a radiant gold dress and headpiece. That same year, Spike Lee's series, She's Gotta Have It, featured main characters consulting Lukumi spiritual practitioners for guidance on their personal lives. On forums for the game Age of Mythology, a growing community of players began petitioning for the addition of Yoruba deities to the game's classic pantheon. These artistic choices reflect a broad shift in spiritual alignment. They are the visible markers of a growing demographic movement occurring across the Black diaspora. From Nigeria to the United States and Brazil, a new generation is actively reclaiming the specific West African spiritual roots once targeted for erasure. Since 2014, the percentage of Black Americans identifying as Christian has dropped significantly, with nearly a quarter of the population now describing themselves as religiously unaffiliated. Many of those walking away cite Christianity's historical ties to colonialism. They are seeking spiritual options that affirm their identity, rather than those inherited through the framework of the transatlantic slave trade. This exit from Western institutions coincides with a persistent hunger for spiritual authenticity. Practitioners are increasingly turning back to the systems their ancestors practiced by choice, rather than those they were forced to adopt. We see these traditions thriving in Brazil, where the Candomblé religion preserves the rituals and white attire of its West African origins. This transition represents a return to the sovereign spiritual identity found in the ancient Yoruba religion of Ifa. Ifa functions as a reciprocal theological system. It is built on a complex, interconnected web of relationships between humans, their direct ancestors, and the forces of nature. This chart shows the Ifa cosmology. At the top is Olodumare, the supreme, distant creator of the universe. Directly below are the Orishas. These are the active deities who govern the elements of the natural world and the complexities of human life. The pantheon includes Oshun, who rules the fresh waters, Ogun, the deity of iron and war, Shango, the king of thunder, and Yamaya, the mother of the oceans. For centuries, these figures have been central to Yoruba life, honored through intricate sculpture and communal veneration. To the modern seeker, the Orishas act as archetypes. They provide a framework to understand personality and build a tangible relationship with the natural environment. Entry into this world is not a casual choice. You cannot simply select a favorite deity. The religion requires a foundational commitment to honoring one's own direct ancestors first. This is a divination tray, the primary tool for accessing the Odu Ifa, a collection of 256 sacred texts containing the wisdom and stories of the deities. Through divination, a practitioner discovers their ori, or spiritual destiny. This process provides clarity on a person's specific life path and purpose. Aligning with that destiny requires the constant cultivation of Iwa, the Yoruba term for good character. Ifa serves as a rigorous, lifelong discipline. It emphasizes that ethical character is the essential requirement for achieving cosmic harmony. This commitment to authenticity has led to a significant increase in Brazilians and Americans teaching themselves the tonal Yoruba language, specifically to read the Odu Ifa in its original form. The religion's modern footprint is expanding. In Nigeria, states have officially recognized Isese Day as a public holiday to celebrate this traditional heritage. Academics at institutions like Harvard and the University of Virginia are now conducting in-depth research into the philosophical and social impacts of the global Ifa movement. This chart maps the binary-based logic of Ifa divination onto the structure of a neural network. In the 1970s, Professor Olulanje first identified how Ifa mirrors algorithmic reasoning. Today, scholars are using this synthesis of ancient logic and the communal Omoluabi ethos to help design more inclusive, ethical frameworks for artificial intelligence. The global resurgence of the Yoruba religion is a long-delayed homecoming. It proves that these ancient West African roots are still flourishing, offering modern practitioners healing, identity, and agency.